Hi, Fluffy Bunny here, and welcome to the first tutorial in a series about combat in Old World. This video is going to cover the absolute basics, so how to attack, unit stats, showing off the combat preview, explaining the damage calculation formula, and some examples of how damage is affected by unit strength. For some more advanced topics, you can check out some of the latest tutorials. So here we have a group of Babylonian warriors and a slinger in green, facing off against a couple of rebel warriors in red here. We can see immediately that some things are going on here. So this rebel unit here has taken some damage. It's their health bar above their head here, 14 or 20 health. This unit has taken an attack, so it can't attack again this turn. This unit has used one of its 3 movement pips. That's these white pips above the unit's head. So if we select one of our units and hover over the enemy unit, we can see the icon turns to a sword. We get a damage preview over on the left hand side that breaks down all of the unit's attack and defense modifiers and shows you what damage will happen. You can also see the preview changes above the unit's head, so we can see it's got a 14 or 20 health bar there, and then it turns to a showing us we're going to do 6 HP damage there, taking away 3 of its pips. So when you select a unit, you've got a few stats to look at. So on the left hand side over here, you can see they're a warrior. They've got 20 out of 20 HP. All units in Old World start with and have a maximum health of 20. We've got their experience down here and their level. So as each attack will get you experience, and you can level up your units and get promotions, which we'll cover in a later video. We've got an attack and defense strength here. So all units have a strength value, which is both their attack and their defense. You can get modifiers separately to attack and defense, which would mean they were listed separately. For example, this warrior is just a base warrior, just got 4 attack and defense. This warrior, the numbers are separated out because we've got 4 attack, but we've got 4.4 defense because it's got a guard promotion that increases its defense. If we select a slinger, we can also see they've got a range stat here, so this is how far away they can attack. So for example, this warrior here can't attack this warrior because it's too far away, can attack this one. The slinger can attack both of them. He's got a range of 2. So when you hover over, as I said earlier, when you hover over a unit, you'll see a damage preview if you're in range of that unit and can attack them. If you're not, or you just want to be able to calculate how much damage a unit will do beforehand, there's a fairly simple formula you can use to calculate that. So the damage you will deal is the attacker's strength divided by the defender's defense multiplied by 6. And if that results in a fraction, then the damage gets rounded in favour of the stronger unit. So not to get too heavy on the maths, but the main takeaway from this is if you have 2 units of equal strength, they will do 6 damage on an attack. And if you have a unit with 20 HP, that means you will need 4 attacks to kill a full HP unit with equal strength units. So just some examples of this being applied. So we've got a warrior attacking a warrior, both 4 strength. We deal 6 damage. We also take 1 HP counter-attack damage, so whenever a melee unit attacks another melee unit, they suffer 1 HP counter-attack damage. Ranged units will not take any counter-attack damage at all. If, for example, the warrior has a guard promotion, which gives it extra defense, it will still do 6 damage when it's attacking, because he's still only got 4 strength. But if we select the rebel unit and hover over a preview of what the rebel can do to our warrior, we can see he only does 5 damage because the guard is increasing his defense. And then we've also got a warrior here with a strike promotion that increases his attack strength to 4.4. So when we hover over that, we can see that then does 7 damage. So obviously that's very useful to modify that amount. If a unit's doing 7 damage, that means you only need 3 attacks to kill a 20 health unit rather than 4, which makes a huge difference. That 10% extra attack strength. So that's the very basics of combat in Old World. Obviously there's a lot more to cover, a lot of different subjects we can get into, but hopefully that gives you an idea of the basics of combat and check back in for some later videos for some more advanced topics.